Yeah, so welcome guys back. Yeah, I know it's been a while since I post my last video, and it's not really easy to actually manage YouTube while you're trading. Why? Yeah, my main goal right now is actually to be a successful trader. Like I want to be a profitable trader, and that is really more important to me than uploading a lot of videos on YouTube. Yes, I know I want every other people to join me and also learn this beautiful concept of how I trade. And what I'm actually doing about that, I've taken my time to actually think deep on how I'm going to relate every other person to actually join me on this. So my plan right now is that I'm actually putting out a course on how I trade and everything. So because if you keep watching me on how I'm taking my trades and you don't understand what I'm doing, it's you're not going to be like you're not going to get that vibe to actually come back to watch again. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to put out this course. So once I'm done with this course, and I'll upload it on my YouTube channel, whenever you go through that course and you see me breaking down my trade, which I'll be using everything that I'm teaching in that course to actually go through the trade that I'll be taking and everything. That's how you'll be able to understand. From there you can grow yourself as well. You understand? So that's actually my aim. So but for right now on this video, which we're going to be looking at this week, I had this beautiful run. So what I'll usually do is throughout the week, if I have trades, whether it's two or three, I try to record them while I'm taking the trade and my analysis and everything, so that I can actually share it with you and you see how I'm able to take these trades step by step and breaking down the chart and all those things. So that's what you're going to see on this video, and I hope that you're going to enjoy it, even if maybe you find it confusing and everything. But I believe if you trade ICT concept, it should be very easy for you to understand. Okay, so let's go in and so you can see how frequent. All right. Okay, guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, I know I've been away for a while, but I'll try my best to see what I can do by posting, always trying to post educational videos and all those things and how I'm taking my trades, just like I used to do before. And I have this particular trade I'm actually looking at right now. It's looking so good. It's exactly my trading plan, and I'm just trying to buy from this point right here, which is 1.16960. I'm taking my profit around 1.17245. Right, so where's my stop loss going to be for a safe place? My stop loss is going to be down here around 1.16817. So I'm going to see how this trade is going to go, and if it goes well, I'll be very, very happy. And I'm going to talk about how and the reason why I took this trade. That's what I always do. So stay tuned and let's see how it's going to go. Catch you later. Okay, guys, so welcome back. And so we just got regarding to the trade. So we got into it around this point. I entered with a buy limit. And guess what, guys? I also share these trades to my Telegram free group. So if you're in this group, you can also tag along with the trade. You can see this is where I sent the signal. And already whoever is taking the trade right now should also be benefiting, as I am also benefiting from the setup. So let's go back in the setup and let's see why did I actually take this trade. Now, if you look clearly, if I go up to 4 hour time frame, and I can see that okay, price actually reacting into this 4 hour PDRA. I'm looking at this high as the target that okay, I want to see price take out this liquidity that is resting above here. And so this just me trading from internal structure to internal liquidity to external liquidity. So let's go and see if that is going to play out properly. And price actually going very, very, very smoothly. So what I actually did on lower time frame, which is on 15 minutes, 5 minutes time frame, which I always take my trade. Now, before I go there, if you also look at 1 hour time frame, you can see that okay, we also have a 1 hour bullish PDRA that is colliding with this 4 hour bullish. So that makes this area, this zone already around buying from, that makes it a high probability zone for me. So that's when I dive into my 1 hour, well, I'm sorry, my 5 minute time frame to see what price actually currently doing. And there I started reading the structure of the market. So as the day starts, which is I have this Asian range here, what I always love to say is if price wants to go high, then I want to see it what sweep Asian low, give me displacement above, break above structure, sweep Asian low, break above, which is what it did here. You can see how it swept this Asian low. This is now break of structure. No, that is now a market structure shift. So sweep, market structure shift. The first value that I just want to put my entry, and that's why I put my entry. It's just 1 to 2, 1 to 2 to reward trade, and that's how it's going. And I'm going to update once it plays out. Let's go. Something crazy that just happened. Okay, now if you look at my first entry here, you can see how price swept me out of this place. Now you see the second one. I just got this second entry right here. Now, why did I get the second entry? Right? If I go to 1 hour time frame, I could see that okay, if I'm looking at 1 hour time frame, this New York session, and price are just swept this low, and this low is currently if I go up further to 4 hour time frame, you can see that that low is 4 hour level low. So I want to see that, okay, maybe here price caught me. I was one of the liquidity down here. Price took me out, swept my liquidity, and displaced back inside again. So when I saw that displacement again, I put another buy limit down here for my second entry. So my strategy allowed me to take two losses for the day. So this is my second entry. I think I lost this one, then I'm done for the day. So now I can see that this is going fine. So that means if this one hits my TP, I would have made back this loss and 1% profit. So let's see how that goes. I hope it goes well. One thing about price is once price have done this manipulation down here, especially on New York session, which is the last session, most of the time once price have done this manipulation, there's nothing that is likely to stop price from getting to the target and all those things. So let's just hope this goes well and update you on how everything went. All right, so peace. Okay, guys. So finally, price just hit TP today. So after taking me out on this 1% right here, like I said, I got another entry from this point. And this entry, just like I said, once the manipulation is done, is hardly something that is likely to stop price from like getting to the target. So this is it, and I'm done for the day. Hopefully tomorrow I see a better setup. And again, I'm also taking sending this setup to my group. Now you can see the first setup I got. I'm always updating it. Um, this one took me out, and I got another entry, which is this. I sent it to the group. You can see buy limit from this point and all that. So this is how actually went. All right. So okay, guys. So thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next one. Okay, guys. Welcome back. What's today's date? Today is Wednesday. So I have a continuation move from this trade yesterday. So the continuation move is actually what I just played out. So I've been studying price, watching price coming down, and once it's time for the reversal, that's when I'm entering the trade to actually target this high. I'm targeting this. Obviously, if I try to take all this and go for somewhere around this point here. And also, I sent the signal to my Telegram group. So you can see right here, this is the trade signal. And whoever is in the trade right now will be in profit just as I am right now. And so it's a beautiful trade, and I just hope we still have a lot of time. Let's see. I'm going to close the trade around, let's see, around 15:30, which is 9:30 Nigerian time. So I'm going to close it before 4 o'clock today, and hopefully, let's see how price is going to go. And I'll talk about how I took the trade and why I took the trade and what has been happening and how I've been watching the price patiently for this move. So let's just see how this is going to play out and let's go. Okay, guys. So we're still, right? So we're still pushing. Okay, guys, so we're still pushing on this trade, and what actually happened right now? You can see how price came wicked into this point. Why did that happen? If I go to my 15-minute time frame, I was watching price came into that 15 minutes of that block. So hold this price, like I want to see all these PDRs here defend the price from going down. So that was why I didn't. I just held that trade, um, and we're still pushing up. And on 15 minutes time frame, I was watching, seeing how, sorry, on 5 minutes time frame, seeing how 5 minutes came into weak. This is a 15 minute level gap. Price weak into it, into this video and close back into this point, which is what I want to see. Now I have a new order block. So even if I have to come down, I don't want it to close below this down candle that you're seeing right here. I don't want to see price close below this candlestick, this candle here. So the worst that can happen is price is going to, because price doesn't go on a straight line. So we can just see price come back there and still continue going high. But I'm not going to hold this trade till tomorrow, because why? I'm not going to hold it tomorrow. If I look at 1 hour time frame, you can see this fair value gap here. If today close and price does not get to target, price might likely tomorrow start afresh and come into this fair value gap, and I don't want to get into that drawdown. So that's why before today close, I'll close this trade around 3:30 New York time. So let's go. I just hope it goes well, and I'll update how it goes. Stay tuned. Okay, guys. Welcome back to another day. So this is the last day of the week. Today is Friday, and I have this trade that I was looking at, and but you just stopped me out right now. And one of the most important thing about this trade, this is like my fourth trade of the week. So I actually won two and I lost two. So, but I'm still in profit because of my risk management though. So, but one thing I really learned from this trade is discipline, respecting your rules and all that. So I know always hear about respecting your rules, discipline, discipline. Now this is me paying for it in real time. So one of my rule is that if I'm actually trying to take a trade, right? Like I want to make sure that that setup that I'm looking to take, I want to make sure that that swing leg, like you can see the swing that came before price retrace into my area of interest. I want to make sure that it's not taking out a liquidity. Now you can see this low right here, just took out this liquidity right here. And most of the time when that happens, price might not respect, in short, most of the time it's not going to respect the PDRA just after that liquidity sweep. Now let me give you more example going higher. If you look right here, if I go to forward time frame so that you can understand what I'm trying to explain here. So if you look closely on forward time frame right here, so if you see what happened right here now, if you see this push that price has been coming, you can see how price has been respecting forward PDRA, respect this PDRA. Now you can see this new PDRA here, but price failed to respect it and it started going down. Why do you think that happened? Now if you see before the retracement, you can see that there was a sweep here. If I go down to my 1 hour time frame or so, you see before that this leg came down here, before this leg pushed down here, you can see that it swept this high here. Because price, in short, on 15 minutes, I think you see it more clear. You see price did this, swept that high before retracing. Now, if this happens most of the time, the PDRA that is going to find there is not going to respect it. Do you understand? So now that is my rule. If I want to be in a trade, I want to make sure that that swing did not take out any liquidity, because that liquidity is like a force. It can push the price away from where price is, like where I'm expecting price to go to. So I was actually expecting price to go down into this daily fair value gap or this 4 hour order block as the draw on liquidity. Do you understand? But like I said, I was not supposed to take that trade anymore, but I took it. This is like my A plus setup, the way it formed there, but it still took me out. Why? Because of the force of this liquidity that price I've just taken out. So that's it, guys. And this is my journal for the week. Being Friday, I'll just update everything, put my the percent for the week. I'll put it here, which is what I always do if I go backward. So the third week I didn't actually take a trade. Then this is the fourth week that I'm just taking this trade, and it's still a good week because I came out profitable. So I came out with profit. So it's still a good week. So I'm just going to write up everything down. These are the previous trades and all that. So the most important thing is my lesson that I've learned is I must always try to stick to my rule and try not to break my rule. If not this trade, I won't be in this trade right now, and I would have come out with maybe more percent. So this is just a minus for me, and that's my lesson, and that's just it. So always try to stick to your rule and don't let anything make you break it, especially if it's because of greed. You want to avoid things like that. So guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy this week trade. I will always post it, even if it's a loss. If I have the time, I will post it and all that. So that's the goal. All right, guys, take care and see you on the next one.